Good morning, students. Good morning to all. Till yesterday, we have studied about the theory of employment and income, right? So, we have studied something about the meaning of employment and the full employment and the unemployment. Okay. After that, studied some of the types of unemployment. And yesterday, we have studied the sales law of market. Okay, have you remember about the sales law? The core point of the sales law, have you remember? Okay, what is the main or core point of the sales law is supply creates its own demand. Supply creates its own demand. So according to say, when goods are produced by firms in the economy, the firms pay reward to the factor of production. Okay, the household, after receiving rewards, the factor of production spend the amount of the purchase of goods and services produced by them. Okay, what are the amount is received by the household sector or the factor of productions? Okay, everything will be spent by the factor of production to the firms. Okay, so in this way, so whatever product is produced by the firm, everything will be purchased by the same factor of productions. Okay, so in the sense, so the say told supply creates its own demand. Okay, but after that we have studied some of the implications of sales law. Okay, so on the basis of the implications of sales law is not acceptable the law because of so many of the economists criticized the sales law. Okay, students, so in this third lesson, till the sales law is enough. Okay, so one more concepts are there. So aggregate demand function and aggregate supply function. Okay, for studying these two concepts, your attentive presence is very important. Okay, so after reopen the school, so we can see that concept. Okay, next we will go to the fifth lesson because fourth lesson also it's very easy and I think it's not too much important. Okay, so we can go to the fifth lesson directly. Okay, students, our fifth lesson is monetary economics. Monetary economics. So monetary economics is a branch of economics that provides a framework for analyzing a money and its functions as a medium of exchange, store of value, and unit of account. Okay, so the monetary economics also provides a framework for analyzing money and its functions as a medium of exchange, store of value, and unit of account. Okay, so normally the money is act as a different form or in a different functions. Okay, so mostly the money is act as a medium of exchange and the store of value and the unit of account. Okay, so for understanding this process, the monetary economics is providing some of the framework. Okay, so the monetary economics only is providing the framework to analyzing the money and the functions of money as a medium of exchange, store of value, and the unit of account. And the monetary economics examines the effect of monetary system, including regulations of money and associated financial institutions. Okay, so the regulation of money and associated the financial institutions mean, so the monetary policies are the regulations of money. Who will regulate the money supply and the currency of money mean the Reserve Bank of India. Okay, so for the Reserve Bank analyzing the money supply and the regulations of money and the associated financial institution is undertaken by the monetary economics or analyzed by the monetary economics. Okay, now we will study the meaning of money. Okay, meaning of money. Monetary economics mean, so the monetary economics normally deals with the regulations of money or the functions of money. Okay, whatever is going by money is explained or elaborated by monetary economics, right? So in this sense we will study about the money. First, what is the meaning of money? Normally money is anything that is generally accepted as a payment for goods and services and repayment of debts and that serve as a medium of exchange. So money is anything that is generally accepted. Okay, what we will accept in the form of money, okay, for the purpose of purchasing any commodity or providing or selling any of the commodities, we need anything as generally accepted. Okay, so when we are involving in this buying and selling activity, so we need both of them, the buyer and seller are need of any of the things as a general measure of value or a common measure of value. Okay, that common measure of value also have to accepted by both buyer and seller. Okay, so which one is accepted by both buyer and seller for their buying and selling activity is called money. Okay, not only that, it is service and repayment of debts and that serve as a medium of exchange. Okay, repayment of debt means, so now if we want to borrow some amount of money from anyone, okay, that persons also expect the repayment amount in the form of something. Okay, so that thing may be as a money. And money also serve as a medium of exchange. Medium of exchange mean, so the this to exchange of commodity in this exchange of commodities or this market activity. So one of the things must be needed to medium of exchange. Okay, so now the money only is act as a medium of exchange. Okay, normally money is anything that is generally accepted as payment for goods and services. Okay, for the payment for goods and services we need something. Okay, the something may be called as a money. Okay, something means one thing. So now we will have the money for the generally accepted things. Okay, and repayment of debts. Okay, now so many of the persons are borrowing and rendering their debts in the form of money. Okay, and it serves as a medium of exchange. Whenever we are exchanging the commodity goods and services and whatever we are exchanging from one person to another one of the persons, so we need for that we need something for that one money. So that is called money. So in recent years, the importance of credit has increased in all the countries of the world. So credit instruments are used on the extensive scale. Okay, the credit system is also used on the extensive scale. So in which form both the borrower or the lender are going to or ready to pay and receive the money mean the form of receive the debt mean in the form of money only. Okay, so we can understand the money only is the basis of all the credit system. Okay, the money only is the basis of all the credit system. Next, we should know about the definitions of money. Okay, some of the economists also define the money in their own definitions. Okay, first one of the definition is provided given by the Walker. Okay, so how Walker define the money mean? Money is what money does. Money is what money does. Do you know what money does? Money can do anything. Okay, so whatever is done by money, everything is called as money. Okay, now if you want to purchase some of the commodities by using the money, so we can say the purchasing power of money is called as a money. Okay, So we can, so on the basis of the workers definition, we can consider all the commodities, all the human activity may be the money, right? Another one of the definition is given by the Crowther. So Crowther defines the money as money can be anything that is generally acceptable as a means of exchange and at the same time act as a measure and store of value. Okay, which thing is considered as a measure and the store of value? The measure of value and the store of value, and this thing must be acceptable by all the people throughout the world. Okay, so one thing is must be needed to acceptable by all the people throughout the world for their buying and selling activities. Okay, and that same thing is act as a medium of exchange and the measure of value and the store of value. Measure of value mean we should measuring the value of one commodity. Okay, for example, now gold, for example the gold, so 1 gram gold ring is considered in the value of money. Okay, so 1 gram gold is maybe 4,000 I think. Okay, so 1 gram gold is equal to 4,000 rupees mean the value of gold is considered or measured on the form of money. Okay, that is called measuring the value of commodity. Okay, so the money is considered the value of gold. Okay, now the money is act as a measure of value of commodity. Okay, next the store of value. Store of value mean we should store something in our account or in our home or in our locker or provided by the bank. Okay, so how can we store the value? Now you have one big building, 1,000 cows and the camels and elephants, maybe something. Okay, so when you are selling that all the cows and all the camels, you will get something amount. Okay, the value you can store in your locker or in your home or in your bank account. Okay, you can't store anything in the form of real constructions. Okay, but you can easily store of value in the form of money. Okay, when you are selling all the property and you can change in the form of money. Okay, after change the form of money you can store the value of goods in your home. Okay, but you can't store your original value of any commodities. Okay, so which thing is act as a medium of exchange or the measure of value and the store of value, that is called money. Okay, next evolution of money. How money was evaluated on the course of time. Okay, first one is barter system. So before invention of money, how the market activity was undertook. How the market activity was happened mean on the basis of barter system. Barter system means the goods were exchanged only for the another goods. That's called barter system, right? So if any of the persons want to purchase any of the commodities what they want, they have to go to the market, and but there was no money. Okay, but in which basis the market activities or the buying and selling activity was happened mean on the basis of barter system. Barter system means the goods were exchanged on the basis of another goods. Okay, now I have the rice and you have the wheat. Okay, now if you want to rice, you can exchange it. You can given your wheat to me and you can get the rice from me. Okay, I think you have studied in your 11th standard itself very clearly. Okay, so before money was invented, exchange took place by barter. Okay, so under the barter system, buyers and sellers of commodity had to face a number of difficulties. Okay, so in this barter system, so many difficulty was there. I think you may have remember what are the difficulty was there mean. Already we have studied in 11th standard. So the shortage of surplus commodity. Okay, now if the two persons want to involve in this barter system, the two persons also must have the surplus amount of commodity. Okay, then only the both of the people must come to the barter system. Okay, but if it is fail, so the barter system will not come to success. Okay, otherwise the double coincidence of ones. Double coincidence of ones mean, so the both peoples also want to gather some of the commodities what others have. Okay, now if I want to exchange the commodity with you, you have to ready to purchase the commodities what I have. Okay, so that is called the double coincidence of ones. Okay, the double coincidence of one is not successful, so the barter system also will come to fail. And the next one is the direct contact of buyer and seller. Okay, so the direct contact of buyer and seller is must needed to efficient barter system. Okay, but if it is not possible to meet the direct contact of buyer and seller, so the barter system will face the fail. Okay, so many of the difficulty was there in this barter system. Okay, so the barter system also came to an end. Okay, after that all the buyers and sellers want to get some of the common common measure of value for their selling commodities. Okay, so because of that, so many of the peoples are used to the different type of goods like furs, skins, salt, rice, wheat, utensils, weapons, etc. were commonly used as a money. Okay, normally which goods or which commodity was very highly demanded, that commodity was used as a common measure of value. Okay, normally so the basic commodities rice and salt and some of the skin and what are the commodity was used as a important or highly demanded commodities. The highly demanded commodity only used as a common measure of value. Okay, so when the barter system, some of the goods was exchanged on the particular common commodity is called as a barter exchange. Right. Next, after end of the barter system, the metallic standard was erased. The metallic standard mean after the barter system and commodity money system, modern money system evolved. So among these, metallic standard is the premier one. Premier one means so the after that barter system, so many of the common goods were used as a common measure of value. Okay, in this common measure of value, the metallic standard is a first one. So under the metallic standard, some kind of metal, so the some kind of metal used to determine the standard of value of money. Okay, the metal may be the gold or silver. Okay, the standard coins made out of the metal are the principal coins used under the metallic standard. Okay, so any one of the gold or the silver coin was used as a measure of value. Even if you want to purchase any one of the commodities, so they will give some amount of the gold. Okay, the gold also will have the common value. Suppose maybe 1 gram or 2 gram. Okay, or some amount of the value worth of the gold was used to exchange the goods. Okay, so the standard coins are full bodied or full weighted legal tender. Their face value is equal to their intrinsic metal value. The face value means so whenever they are used to the commodity, and they will exchange the gold. So the value of gold and the value of commodities was to equal. Another one is gold standard. The gold standard is a system in which the value of the monetary unit or the standard currency is directly linked with the gold. The monetary unit is defined in the terms of certain weight of gold. Okay, so the monetary value. Now we are using the money, so on the base for the instead of the money or the currency, so that time the gold was used as the common measure of value. Okay, so the demanded commodity is directly linked with the gold. Okay, and the purchasing power of the unit of commodity is equal to the value of fixed weight of gold. For example, even if you want to purchase the 1 kilo salt or 2 kilo salt, some of the weighted gold was used. Okay, then 1 gram or half gram maybe. Okay, next, silver standard. So like a gold standard, the silver standard was existing. Okay, so this is also one of the monetary system in which the standard of economic unit account is fixed weight of the silver. Okay, so what are the process was undertaken by in the gold standard, everything also took place on the basis of silver. Okay, here the government also allow the conversion of the currency into a fixed amount of silver. Next, paper currency. Okay, paper currency standard. The paper currency standard refers to the monetary system in which the paper currency note issued by the treasury or central bank are both circulate as unlimited legal tender. Okay, normally nowadays we are using the currency notes, so this currency note only is called as a paper currency standard. Okay, this paper currency standard only got the common measure of value by the central government. Okay, so the central government also accepted the paper currency and the central government only has the power to supply of the currency notes. Okay, so the paper currency is not convertible into any metal. Okay, because it is not convertible to the any metal, but by using this money, so we can purchase so many of the metal. Okay, so its value is determined independent of the value of gold and any other commodities. Okay, so even if there is no gold and other standard of the commodities, so we can have the standard of the value in money. So it is also known as managed currency. So the quantity of money in circulation is controlled by the monetary authority to maintain the price stability. Okay, so the supply of money is also controlled and undertaken by the central government or the Reserve Bank of India for the purpose of maintaining the price stability. Okay, because if the central government is increasing the many more supply of currency or more supply of money, mean the price will be increased. Okay, so for the purpose of controlling the price of commodities, so the central bank or the Reserve Bank of India will be controlled the supply of money. Okay, next, plastic money. Here I have mentioned the paper, sorry, so not is not paper, so the plastic money. Okay, so plastic currency. So the plastic money mean now the latest type of the money. Okay, so now plastic money is one of the most evolved form of financial products. Now we are using all type of the ATM card, credit card, and what all type of the plastic card, so the prepaid cash card and the store card, forex card and demat account and smart card. So whatever we are using by the card, everything is called as a plastic money. Okay, so for this purpose, so we must maintaining one of the bank account. Okay, those who are having the bank account, that persons only can able to or can have the right to keep the plastic money. Okay, so the bank or what are the organization in wherever we have the account, so that organization will provide the plastic card. Okay, by using this plastic card we can easily get the money from anywhere. Okay, next, cryptocurrency. This is also one of the modern currency. Okay, so this is called as a digital currency. Okay, digital currencies mean, for example, it is not issued by the central government or the Reserve Bank of India. So we can say it is the illegal currency. Okay, we cannot see this type of the currencies. Okay, but some of the value of money, a value of currency will be in our account. We can use without knowing the government, but the government is not allowed to having the cryptocurrencies. Okay, this is the digital currency in which encryption techniques are used to regulate the generations of unit of currency and verifies the transfer of funds operating independently of the central bank. Okay, so we can easily transfer the funds from one's account to another one of the accounts. Okay, but this account also cannot find out from anyone. So we can use the cryptocurrency. This is also called as some of the illegal currency. Okay, the decentralized cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin now provide an outlet for personal wealth that is beyond restriction and confiscations. Okay, Bitcoin means, so the instead of the coin, so it will be equal to the value of gold. Okay, so we will study about the later. Okay, students, today enough. If you have any doubt, please ask me. Thank you.